So I just want to point out something. One thing I noticed, I wish I could time myself because I feel like I talk too long and too much. So one thing I want you guys to realize is that life rewards, and this is not something I came up with on my own, but I've heard from multiple self-development things that I've been listening to. Life rewards in public what you do in private on multiple levels. Let me give some examples. So you see that guy on the beach with his six-pack abs, so you see somebody, you know, what's up, Adriel? So you see somebody um, on the beach with six-pack abs, and they're walking around. You're like, dang, I wish I had that abs, or I wish I had, that chest or those arms. Or you see somebody with amazing quads, an amazing body. They didn't get that way um, through, God just said, hey, here's that body. That person was grinding. That person got those abs, got that chest, got those arms because you're walking around on the beach in public, they're chilling, they're doing their thing, but that person was grinding at some point in their basement or at the gym, busting their butts. Busting their butts, I'm trying not to curse too much. You see that doctor walking around. You see somebody with a PhD. You see somebody with a Nobel laureate. Do you know, I used to be a scientist at a research assistant, or whatever you want to call me, at MIT. And it looks all great when people win those Nobel Prizes and all these science awards. And I'm blessed to say I've worked with scientists at Princeton, Harvard, MIT, the best in the world. And the reason I decided to go to MD instead of the PhD route because it looks all cool when you see your research being featured on CNN, or you see people win all these awards. You see yourself in the one of the top magazines for science is Nature and Cell magazines. But those same people that you see all famous on TV, they spent the past 5, 10, sometimes 20 years in a little corner um, working on these little test tubes of DNA and proteins to make that discovery that they're talking about on the news. So they're being rewarded in public, in the public arena for a discovery that in private, that person spent 10, 12 hours a day in a little corner. That's what made me turn me off from science. It was cool, these discoveries, but I'm not willing to spend all my time in this little corner working on DNA, so that just seemed very boring for me. Another example, you see somebody perform well in the Olympics, or you see somebody do well in CrossFit. It's all well and good. They're getting all these awards and accolades, but no one tells you about the hours and hours that people like Michael Phelps practices 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So he's being rewarded in public for all the time he busts his butt in private. That medical student being rewarded in public with good grades, what he does in private. He's able to make those diagnoses. Why is that doctor able to pull out all those articles from memory? Because you don't know. Late at night when the rest of the family is asleep, he's pouring through his magazines. So he's pouring through his magazine, learning everything. What's up, Glenn? So remember, what you do in private is going to be rewarded in public. Some of the top people in Beachbody are making 6 digits a year, but every night they grinding. They're making the phone calls. They're following up on their coaches. They're doing their workouts. They're doing all the things entrepreneurs do at night. All you do is you just see them walking around in their suits and ties and nice dresses, winning all these paychecks and everything, but you don't realize that person is grinding at night. You don't see the hard work that they do. So what you do in private, and even when it comes in the form of integrity and dignity, okay, what you do in private actually gets rewarded in public. So when people walk around and don't trust you, it's because they know you did money laundering, or you've done other things in the past, or stole from people, or talk bad about people on Facebook. They know what you did in private in your own home. Typing up stuff or stealing stuff or saying bad things or talking crap behind somebody's back, you pay for that in public because that person's not going to trust you. That person's not going to want to do a business deal. That person isn't going to trust you to be a client, or that person may not want you as a customer or even a friend. So the main point of this Doc Beats Daily is that many things in life, how your life is created in life, some of the results in life, some of the things you do in life, some of the way people perceive you. Overall, some of your results in life are based upon what you do in private, when it comes to hard work, when it comes to money, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to abs, when it comes to performance, when it comes to degrees, are rewarded in public what you do in private. Many people ask me, well, how do you get your six pack? Many people don't know. Sometimes when I'm listening to self-development, awesome, amen. When I'm listening to self-development, and I tell people I'm weird this way, I'll be watching TV, come home 1 o'clock at night, tired as hell, and as I'm listening to self-development from Beachbody, I'm doing sit-ups, or I'm doing planks, or I'm doing push-ups. you know. So one person asked me, well, you got to be using steroids. I'm not using steroids. I do about 50 to 100 push-ups a day because I'm stressed out from work. Okay, so so this is the rare case where I'm being accused of something negative what I do in private that people see my results in public. I work out hard. That's why my results are what they are. So, and why I'm able to memorize certain things because as I'm taking care of my number twos, I'm reading up medical articles. So I'm doing stuff in private. They're like, oh my gosh, how's he doing that in public? Because that's what I do in private. I study, I read, I grind. Peace out.